Welcome to Meathead Test Kitchen, where food and fitness come to hang out. Nutrition, training, and life. It's all fair game on Meathead Test Kitchen.
Welcome to Meathead Test Kitchen, a podcast where we like to talk about mental health. Because let's be honest, we're all a little fucked up these days. I'm Sausha.
I'm Sadie.
Throwback. Life has been coming at us fast lately, and sometimes it can feel like a lot. That's a fucking understatement. Full disclosure, we wrote this episode in 2023.
Dude, I was just thinking about that. I was going to
say. It's 2025 now.
I wrote this motherfucker. When was this originally done? Mid-2023, I think it was.
Yeah.
Like June or July.
Yeah.
So this just goes
Not much has changed.
Just goes to show that nothing fucking changes no matter who's in charge, because I wrote this a long time ago. So today we're going to talk about how to keep swimming when you feel like you're drowning.
Yes, which is perfect, because if you listen to our bonus episode that announced that we're fucking back, baby, you know that we caught you up on everything that we've been doing.
Yes.
Which sometimes when you get away from your goals or the journey that you were on and the trajectory that you foresaw, it can be a lot. Sometimes you can feel hopeless. Sometimes it feels like rock bottom. Sometimes it feels like you're just kind of forgetting yourself. So let's fucking talk about it. First and foremost, we need to recognize that you're allowed to be feeling anything, really. And especially if that is down in the dumps and anything like that, as long as that doesn't mean that it's all the time. There are ways to pull yourself out of that and things that you can rely on. There's a lot of shit going on that can make you feel hopeless and apathetic. And that is, again, an understatement. If you read or listen to the news on any given day, and it doesn't matter if that is via you're reading an article or you're watching the actual news at night or in the morning, or you're just on fucking social media, we're inundated with everything all the time. That will definitely do it. I sometimes feel like I need to just okay, I'm putting my phone down and I'm going to put my laundry away that I've been putting off for 5 days, because this is fucking brutal.
I'm going to sound like a boomer for a second, but I miss life pre-24-hour news cycle.
Oh, I definitely agree.
Shit was so much simpler then.
Yes, it was.
I was far less fucking angry at the world then.
Yeah. It's so easily accessible. It's from all sides and constant, especially in the last, 82 days. Sometimes you might feel like this for no obvious reason. There are outlying factors. It's
Absolutely.
not just the news. There's shit that happens in life, and there's just general, I think anxiety is more prevalent now. Depression's a little bit more prevalent. Conditions like depression and bipolar disorder can cause these feelings, as an example of what we're talking about.
And your feelings are valid.
Yeah.
Don't misconstrue that. Your feelings are totally valid, even the negative ones. I know we've already touched on this, but in case you needed a reminder, and also, you are not your thoughts. Your brain is a squishy gray piece of shit that just throws shit at you 25/8 366. Just because it's telling you something doesn't mean that's who you are.
I saw something the other day I thought it was eye-opening to me, and I had heard this before. I just needed the reminder, I think. Funny way the universe does that sometimes.
Right? Thanks, Cosmos.
But you, in your brain, what you tell yourself, you will seek out to validate.
Yep.
So if you're constantly saying negative shit about yourself, the second that somebody does something that you perceive as validating that thought about yourself, it's almost like confirmation bias for your brain.
Absolutely.
If you're I fucking suck at this, you're going to seek out and take on the way that somebody says something as a confirmation of that, so that you can continue to believe that. So there can be a shift in the narrative in your brain that would be very, very helpful in situations like that.
And hopelessness can make life seem heavy, gray, dull, and the worse you feel, the harder it often becomes to muster up the interest in things you enjoy doing, which fucking sucks. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's not always easy to separate general misery into more distinct experiences, though, so you might simply decide that you're stressed or tired and leave it at that. However, figure out why. Yeah. That is one of the biggest things. I learned 6 things from cognitive behavioral therapy. One of those things being it doesn't fucking work for me. The second one being follow-up questions. Yeah. Why do I feel this way? Why do I fucking feel? Why do I want to punch that guy in the fucking head? Why? Figure it out.
So there's a technique, and I've referenced it before on this, but oftentimes it's referred to in DBT as stop. I'm looking up stop.
Oh, yeah.
What the
Sausha
acronym
stop
is,
sign.
the Sausha stop sign.
Pare.
Stop and take a pause. That would be your S. Take a breath. Take a deliberate, mindful breath, focusing on inhalation and exhalation. Thank you for putting in there what breath means. If you didn't know, now you know.
What website is this?
cogbtherapy.com, baby.
Okay.
The O is observe. Acknowledge your thoughts and feelings and environment without judgment. And the P is proceed mindfully. Proceed with intentionality and choose a response consciously. I think a lot of times, like, we can be reactionary, like in the moment, and we don't like, okay, wait a minute. Why am I actually upset about this? And
It's
that could
easy to be reactionary.
yeah,
though.
that could be your confirmation bias in your brain. It could be that, that maybe there's some past trauma that is eliciting this response. But like taking a beat, stopping, the Sausha stop sign, breath, that's inhalation and exhalation if you forgot already. But sometimes
There's an in and an out part. It's like a push-up.
Oh.
There's an up and a down.
I had no idea. But stopping is like, I think, really useful. It's not ever going to be perfect, but like figure out why, because there's almost always a reason behind like why you're feeling a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
Almost always.
But for me, like, you're like, which trauma is it? Okay.
Right,
Well, I'm
yes.
like, which fucking balloon am I? Which
But
one?
understanding even that, like, and recognizing even that it's like, okay, that like I experienced something like this before, and like that's what I'm reacting to, could change like your reaction, even
Right.
if that's like walking away and not decking someone in the face, and possibly going to
You
jail.
know,
for
people
assault.
are real fucking lucky that I've taken the time to go to therapy and heal, because sometimes I really feel like reverting back to the ruthless, no fucks given version of me that was 15 years ago.
Yeah,
That bitch was ruthless, man. I was mean.
I'm like I'm a reserved mean.
Oh,
now.
I am the meanest nice girl you'll ever meet. But
I'm squishing your head in my
God.
head.
God damn. So per the pros, it's key to regulating complex emotions is that recognizing and labeling the emotional states, according to a 2018 research review that we have tagged in the show notes. So for sake of discussion, let's talk about unhappiness, you miserable fuck. Digging beneath the surface of this general feeling can help you uncover the layers below. Loneliness, annoyance, boredom.
The list goes on and on.
It's
I
like
think
an onion.
boredom a lot of times leads to some of the chaotic behaviors in your life.
Bored
Just
people are the worst. Like,
they're
so
let's go find a
toxic.
hobby.
Seriously,
Let's
find
go
a
for
hobby
walk.
that's not making other people miserable.
Let's figure out which Lion King character is in the clouds. Is it a goose?
Speaking of geese, I saw Pat's bestie on my way
No.
in today.
Hold on. Before we get into the detailed orientation of what these feelings might be, there are multiple geese.
There was just one when I came in.
There's one mom and one dad that's right in the front of our building, and now there are two more up on the building next door, and then a random cardinal and a squirrel that hang out in there too.
Fuck, don't get me started on the fucking Cardinals, bro. The Cardinals have moved back at my house, and those stupid shits love to throw themselves at my windows. So at 7 o'clock this morning, guess who was at every fucking window in the house? My cats, because the Cardinal was trying to fly into the bedroom window right next to my house. Oh my God, dude. Cora, like, threw herself off of the cat tree, and Cora weighs like 17 pounds. She is not a dainty flower. She's a fucking Siamese cat, and she is built like a brick shit house. So I just hear this, like,
Oh, no.
on the fucking hardwood. As soon as I heard that thing go thunk into the window, I'm like, Jesus fuck, here we go. And I look at my watch. I'm like, I don't even have to be awake for another hour and a half. Go back to sleep.
For the record, you do not have to corral geese. They're
No.
fine. They will attack you because
they
they're
will.
trying to protect their
Yes,
eggs.
they
So,
will.
like, they're not being assholes. They're doing what any parent would do. Anyway, don't fuck with geese.
I've told you the story about how I got chased by a goose on a golf course in high school, right? I'm pretty sure we've been through that.
Yeah.
Fuck geese.
There was
Fuck
a lady in the parking lot yesterday that got chased and then it landed on her head. True story.
Nobody told me how much of adulthood was going to be beefing with nature.
No shit. Like, while we're on this topic, let's get to a detailed...
Did you miss us? We're back.
The more detailed you can get of what you're experiencing and identifying that emotion, I'm sure for that gal in the parking lot who had a goose land on her
Fear.
head, it was fear.
Fucking terror.
These other emotions could be worry. I'm fucking worried I'm gonna be chased by a goose. Helplessness. I can't do anything about this fucking goose. What do I do? Because I'm trying to protect their eggs too. Grief would be really sad. Grief is.
You can't do that shit while I'm drinking.
I'm sorry. I am going to be serious for a second because grief is a really complex state of mind, and I think we should do a whole entire episode on that.
Yeah, I know a lot about grief. That will be an episode where I probably cry, so be ready for that one. Grief is a motherfucker, and it never goes away.
No.
You just get good at ignoring it. I love how we go
We're
from
processing,
me almost
snoring,
spitting out water to fucking
I'll get back to the geese in a
serious
second.
about death. Yeah.
But grief comes in a ton of different forms.
It does.
It's not just death. It could be, moving on from a friendship. It could be a myriad of things. So we'll do a whole episode on that.
Yeah. Distrust.
You're welcome for the brief pause. Again, back to the geese. Distrust. You could be distrustful of the motions of the goose when you're walking in the building. I have my camera out every single time because I don't trust you, motherfucker.
Dude. No,
I don't know if you're going to attack me or not.
This must be the place. I found Pat's bestie.
Yeah.
I took a fucking video of the
There's
goose
a
on my way
goddamn
in.
turkey down at the bar now. What is with the birds? It's an aviary over here. I'm bitter about it. Bitterness is the next emotion you might be experiencing.
It's a wild turkey.
I'm also talking really loudly and gesticulating. That means I'm probably angry. I'm angry at I'm not angry at the birds. I get it. Like, this is your
I don't know,
nesting
man.
spot.
You
You
seem
keep
pretty-
coming
you seem
back.
pretty peeved at the
Red in the
birds.
face. I'm sweating on my lip. I feel gloomy about the birds. Okay, another sidebar story. Okay,
I'm very
the last
uneasy with all this conversation about the birds. All right, that's the last one on the bucket list.
those are just
God damn
an
it.
example of a list of emotions. There's obviously a huge, gigantic list of emotions, but those are like the main ones.
You almost made me cry.
I am crying laughing. I'm sorry. Producer Jocelyn, cut that whole
Oh my
segment.
God.
Really quick, last thing on the birds, I swear to God.
We're professional.
So I had car troubles, truck troubles.
Was there a goose in your exhaust pipe?
No,
Oh.
but randomly, after I got it home, after getting a repair, the horn would just
you told me
go
that.
off every
You
3
told me
minutes.
that.
But it was like, "Arr!"
You sent me a voice text and you're like, my fucking horn will not
What the
stop,
hell?
bro.
So I had to have that disconnected. This is connected, I promise.
Is it?
The birds.
Oh, Jesus.
So the male was like running across, but then he stopped right in front of my truck, and I'm like, oh fuck. My horn doesn't work anymore because I had to literally reverse and drive around the other side of the building because he wouldn't move. Anyway, birds.
That's when you get out and say,
Bird
hey,
at
fucker,
aviary,
get out of the
coming
way.
soon.
Yeah, right? We're gonna start a zoo next.
Keep a mood journal about these geese.
Or don't keep a mood journal. Like, I was
Sorry.
reading about this the other day. So I was like, who was it? Was it Bukowski? I don't remember. Who was the dude that wrote all the fucking freaky journal entries? Anyway,
Yeah.
I think it was Bukowski. It's like, keep a mood journal. And then I was like, or don't keep a mood journal. Expressing your
Yeah.
feelings through art or music can help you get in better touch with your emotions. Because emotions are stupid, and you should find a way to vent them so that you don't eat them, because that shit will kill you. Meditation can also help you practice acknowledging and accepting uncomfortable feelings instead of instinctively pushing them away.
Oh, yeah. When you bury shit, by the way, like, so stress is super prevalent in our society now, but that causes undue stress when you could be expressing these emotions in a constructive way.
Yep.
Like whatever that looks like for you. We've talked about this before too. It's all the way back at the beginning of the podcast in the 101 series. Things that you can do. Find something that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be working out. It doesn't have to be lifting weights. Maybe it's coloring in a coloring book with fancy pens. Maybe it is recording a podcast. Maybe it's talking about geese.
I like all those things.
But there's something that you can do to like act out these emotions in a constructive way, and that is going to look different from person to person.
Fucking play video games, blow shit
Yeah.
up, like
No shit.
do what you need to do to keep yourself sane, because it's fucking wild out there, dude.
Yes. And honestly, sometimes those things will give you purpose. It does sound cheesy, maybe, but especially when your brain's at its worst, you have so much to live for and so many people who care about you. I'm going to share a story. I didn't think we were going here today, but I didn't know what to expect.
We're going from geese to serious time. Hold on.
The highs and lows of the Meathead Test Kitchen podcast.
Yes. Here we go.
I was having a little mentee bee a few weeks ago. Just I think everybody at some point in their life experiences imposter syndrome a little bit. Like, where do I fit in? I'm trying to, for our team, like, restructures things and put things in people in a place where they can delegate out tasks and ask for the things that they need and not feel like I'm holding them back. But then I was like, what is my purpose?
Your purpose is bad bitch boss lady.
And I actually said out loud to somebody, I'm like, I think people feel like I don't do anything. And the second it left my mouth, I was like, that's not
the most ridiculous sounding shit ever.
It's not an accurate reflection of what I was actually trying to say either. But I think sometimes when you acknowledge and like say the things out loud that are bothering you, like, regardless, I think sometimes we don't share things because we think it sounds ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not. It's the way that you're feeling. But the second I said it out loud and expressed that, I immediately was like, wait, that's not accurate. Okay, let me correct myself because that's not true. I think people don't realize how much I'm doing. And so the second, like, I just even retweaked that, like, frame of mind and reference, the universe immediately was throwing things in my face, like, oh yeah, you should take them. I was getting like comments from our team, just like, oh hey, it was the second that you acknowledge things like that. Sometimes the universe has a really amazing way of like reminding you why you're here. Like, you do have purpose. You do have people who care about you. You have people who see you even if they don't communicate that they do. Mm-hmm. Period.
Yep.
Sorry, my nose is running now too. I'm leaking everywhere, guys.
It's all because of the geese.
It is. But that's one of those things, like, I think that we don't, as a society, feel like we have to like put on this facade, like, oh, I'm doing fucking great. Like, sometimes you aren't, and that's totally fucking cool.
And you know who I'm
not
gonna
cool,
blame
but
for
like
this?
It's fine.
I'm gonna blame social media for that because we see a curated version of everyone else's lives every day when we're scrolling on our hand supercomputer. Like,
and then make snap judgments based on 30 seconds of someone's entire life.
Yeah.
And I think that there's pressure too, to like be on social media and be like this perfect person. I mean, you have people like shoplifting to uphold this facade that they've built because you don't want to feel like you're letting people down, or it strays from like who you've made yourself appear to be.
Materialistic culture is fucking wild, dude. It's fucking wild.
Yeah. There are a myriad of things that you can be quite like curious about. I always tell people, like, just like be curious. Like, are you curious about who you could be? Like, no one knows the future.
Yeah.
And life will throw you fucking shit all the time, but it's also a constant opportunity to discover your true potential as a person. Like, you never know until you go and try something. And maybe you're an artist and you like are drawing things or writing things or what have you. Maybe you're a really good parent or a good mentor, an athlete, an activist. You're standing up for people and things that you believe in. There's all kinds of things that maybe you haven't discovered about yourself yet.
That one was a weird one for me because I didn't plan to be here. Like, I did not plan to fucking be mentally preparing myself to be turning 37 next month. Like, who the fuck allowed me to be this old? I need to talk to the manager.
I am older than you.
This is weird, and I don't like it. No, like, I deal with a lot of weird shit sometimes where I'll be in a situation and everyone around me is totally normal, and in my brain I'm like, I don't know what to do because I wasn't planning to be alive for this right now. Like, middle age as a whole is so fucking strange, and nobody prepared me for it, nor did I do any effort in actually looking to see what it was like because I figured I'd be dead 20 fucking years ago. Like, it's bizarre. So don't give up on yourself in that regard because you never fucking know where your life is going to go. If I would have fucking quit after my brother died, there would have been an entire fucking tangent of life that I would have missed out on, and it would have been fucking pathetic. Like, it would have been sad. Like, there's all this shit that I've kind of done. I would consider myself an accomplished broadcaster at this point in my life. But, it's just weird to think about how none of that would have fucking happened if I would have succeeded in offing myself one of those millions of times when I was a teenager. Yeah. Like,
It's fucking weird. So think about that. Think about that. Don't think about me killing myself. I don't want you to think about that. But what stones have you left unturned? If you're a curious person wanting to know more about what's out there, may be a reason to keep going. And who knows what you might discover and what might be uncovered in your lifetime. Like I said, I didn't fucking expect to be almost 40 working at my dream radio station that I was listening to since I had a fucking learner's permit, podcasting with my best friend on a fucking network that we helped build, that now Chris Hansen and Abby Lee Miller fucking podcast on the network. Like, that is the weirdest fucking thing to me, that, like, we started as just this tiny little 3-office suite over off of, like, 149th and fucking Industrial, and, like, it's a thing now.
Yeah.
Like, it's a behemoth. Like,
crazy.
that's been cool to fucking see. I would have missed out on that, and that would have fucking sucked.
Yes. I think that this, you know, the connections, it's the people we met along the way.
It's the people you meet along the way.
But those connections that you forge with people that you care the most about are like a powerful motivating factor. Totally 1,000% endorse that note in these notes. Because I think that, I mean, there's friends that I've had, we've been friends for a very, very long time. And most of the friends that I have in my adult life, doesn't matter if someone moves. It doesn't matter if we don't talk every single day. Those connections, like, I lean into when I'm feeling some kind of way, whatever way that might be. I'll send a random text to somebody just to, hey, I'm thinking about you. That's one of those things too that I think is really underrated. If you're thinking it, just fucking say it.
Yeah.
Say it. I love you. Dude, I fucking love you.
I love you, man.
But like when you think those things about your friends, or like, hey, I should reach out to so-and-so, it doesn't truly matter if they're an important person in your life, a true connection in your life. It doesn't matter how much time has passed. They're always going to be that same real deal person. So reaching out to those people and just like express that. It doesn't have to be, I love you, man. It could be whatever. Like, hey, how are you? Been thinking about you.
Yeah.
People love to hear that stuff.
Yeah.
Can you think of a time when like you clicked with another person?
I'm going to bring up Fall Out Boy again, but
Yeah.
like, it was hilarious because I took Lou with me to the meet and greet, and she's like, dude, you and Patrick started talking, and it's like the rest of us were third wheeling. It was the strangest shit. She's like, it was like two halves of a fucking magnet were coming together. I was like, that was wild. But like, it feels so validating and good to feel seen in a way like that. Like, especially when you are not used to being vulnerable with people because you were raised in an environment where that was a weakness and weakness was bad. So like, to be able to go in and just be like, hey, thank you for being the fucking thing that kept me alive for the last 20 years. Like, that alone was huge for me. Like, being able to just convey that gratitude to them, because I know, let's be honest, we all love a fucking compliment. We all do. We all want to hear that we're doing a good job and that we are beloved and that people want us around to keep doing the shit that we're doing. So I was like, I'm going to be that person when they're here. And like, it sounds so dumb to say, but that 15 fucking minutes was life-changing and like completely rewired how my brain works. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can tell I've been a different person since then. Yeah.
Seriously.
Like, I don't have the same fucking cloud following me. Patrick Stump loves me. It's fine. No, I'm not that crazy. I'm not that crazy, I promise. But like,
That's
it's just,
episode.
it feels so good to be seen. And for someone to acknowledge that maybe you're in it at the moment. Like, that alone can be fucking huge.
Yeah. Research also shows that like positive interactions with people, with pets, can boost levels of dopamine in your brain chemicals that are bringing that feeling of pleasure and connection. Brother, my dogs. Can I pet that dog?
Sausha has 2 giant dogs now. Update.
They're like,
since we've last talked,
the best ever. And I feel like animals, pets, cats, doesn't matter what it is really. But they like pick up on things.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, the dogs instinctively just know, like, even though Raja like bit my skull, I'll show you after this episode.
Did she shit up? Has she shit up the wall yet?
No, that's saved for Poopy Butt. Mario.
That's a Mario only.
But I mean, there's a genuine connection there, and that like that's something like. This is going to sound maybe to people who do not enjoy pets or dogs. Like, that connection that I have with those dogs is something that I like look forward to. Like, coming and just like chilling with them.
I say
Or,
hi
like,
to my
yeah.
cats before I say hi to Phil when I get home from
Yeah.
work. It's fine.
They love you without like they don't care about
Pets are the
anything.
shit
Not where you've been,
because
not where you're going. They just like love you.
They're just
amazing.
this furry dude that the cosmos has decided you're going to be roommates with, and you're besties forever, and you have this unspoken, you don't speak the same language, but you have this unspoken bond, and your pets don't give a fuck about what your social status is.
Nope.
They don't give a shit who you are outside that house. All they care is that you love them and you give them belly rubs and snackies.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I was hanging out with Clue, and I'm doing that thing now because Clue and Megatron are both getting like 13, 14. And I did that thing in my brain where I made Clue dead and I made myself sad. I was like, oh, this cat, when she goes, I'm fucked. And I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself right now? This cat is asleep, purring in your lap. Don't fucking do that right now.
Yeah. I think that's like a habitual thing. 'Cause
Oh, it's
like
so terrible.
projecting the sadness.
It's so terrible.
The other thing about this all, and I am like the queen of petty and spite. Like fucking yeah.
Spite is a hell
I
of a
love being
motivator.
petty, and I'm a spiteful ass bitch. Honestly, if anybody's ever like questioned your ability to do something, oh, you'll never succeed at that. That's pretty fucking satisfying to show them wrong. My favorite thing that I tell myself often, like, tell me I can't, I'll show you I can.
Watch me,
Like,
motherfucker.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Yes, I fucking will. That's
Yeah.
what got me here. Not because a lot of the people in my inner circle were saying that, but because society in general, it wasn't as prevalent to have as many women in sports as we do now.
Oh my God,
when
I was
started
talking
my
to
career,
Phil about
and I
that
was
the
like,
other day.
motherfucker, yes, I will.
We were watching, I don't remember, we were watching some fucking college sports. And I was like, dude, I remember, it was the women's national championship game
Yeah.
where they had the all-girl broadcast team.
Yes.
Except for the one dude that was calling play-by-play, which he was unnecessary, but whatever, he was fine at his job. So I was like, dude, this is so fucking sick. And Phil's like, what? And I'm like, the all-girl broadcast team, are you fucking kidding me? This wouldn't have existed 20 years ago.
My favorite part of all of it is that now when you see women in these spaces, it's not breaking news every
No.
single time.
Yeah.
Do you remember when, I know her last name was Thomas, I cannot think of her first name right now, but she was like the first referee in the NFL. Female referee.
Is it Sarah Thomas?
Yes. It was breaking news.
I'll
it
win
was,
Jeopardy
It
with
was
that someday.
huge. Yeah.
Hopefully.
It was just like huge breaking news. And now there are multiple women that are in the industry doing refereeing.
Well,
and
and-
nobody, like, it's not a big deal anymore. And I fucking love that for us.
It's super great to, like, just as a company to watch you amass this fucking just stacked lineup of super talented women. Like, that has been so fucking fun as someone who started in sports and realized that I don't do the schedule for sports very well. I like consistent hours.
It's not for
Sports
everybody.
is not for me. I did sideline reporting for the first ever Reaver football season, and after that I was like, I'm good. But you didn't see very many chick sideline reporters on the fucking field in 2009 when I was learning how to do it, and now it's like commonplace all the time. You see women with microphones on the sidelines constantly, and it's fucking great, and it doesn't matter the sport. Baseball, football, hockey.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard a chick calling a fucking hockey game the other night, and I was like,
First
yes, we
woman
did
assistant
it.
coach in the NHL
Yes,
for the Kraken.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
I love it. It's amazing. Speaking of, joy is a fucking act of resistance.
You're goddamn
by
right.
the goddamn way.
Yes.
This is my favorite topic in a really amazing way to conclude this episode.
Yes.
What does this phrase really actually mean? Is joy actually a form of resistance to oppression, or is this phrase just another thing that we find ourselves feeling good in the world that's burning? Both. Joy is a force.
Yes.
They've tried to ban music. They've tried to ban dancing. They've tried to ban books. There's dictators that have been slapping down expressions of joys for joys. It is joys. Hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Yep. I mean, look at fucking Footloose, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to be doing a case study on fucking Footloose while we were doing this episode, but look at Footloose. Footloose, if you haven't seen it, the original is a Kevin Bacon staple, and it's literally they banned dancing in the town, and Kevin Bacon's like, nah, fuck y'all. I'm gonna shake my ass. And that's the entirety of the movie.
Yeah.
TLDR, if you haven't seen Footloose. Basically, Kevin Bacon's just like, fuck all y'all, I'm here to shake booty.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm I'm going to have fun doing it.
Yes. And there's going to be Kenny Loggins, and it's going to be fucking great. So there's an article from Aesthetics of Joy that's been tagged in the show notes where I pulled this from. Quote, what dictators know is that joy has a propulsive force. And mind you, I wrote this in 2023. And that anything that gathers and channels that energy threatens to upend the rigid control of a population. Music, dance, art, eroticism, all of these fuel an emotional response that creates momentum, one that can be hard to control. They already came for porn. I can't fucking watch porn on my phone in this godforsaken state.
Well, you can.
No, well, I have to have a VPN. All I want to do is look at titties. Just let me see my titties. That's all I want. Reddit, I know. Reddit's got plenty of porn and it's all free. However, it's the principle of the thing. God damn it. I lost my favorite website to the porn ban.
Ridiculous. People need pleasure in their free time.
Bunch of fucking miserable prudes. Like, go get laid. You might be nicer.
Yeah. Any large scale protest, you're going to see dancing, you're going to see singing, you're going to be hear raising of voices in unison. That shit unites people, and it scares people who are in places of power because they're like, oh God, they don't like this. They are coming together on common ground to voice the fact that they fucking hate something.
When we kicked the governor of Puerto Rico out of office in 2019, we put over 1 million people on the expressway. So think of putting I-80 in front of West Roads. So basically it's what we did. We put 1 million people on I-80 in front of West Roads in both directions and plugged that shit up for an entire day. Like, it rained. Didn't fucking matter. We were all high as shit dancing. There were like people had drums, like Bad Bunny and Ricky Martin showed up on the back of a fire truck. Like it was a fucking vibe. And every time we would protest in Puerto Rico, it was always a vibe because joy always fucking wins. It always does.
Period. Sorry. We're keeping that in. We don't edit things out anymore, just so you know. But along in that same article, they go on to say, while communal joy represents an outright danger to a regressive regime, individual joy can also empower resistance. One of the ways it does this is by affirming our humanity.
It is so easy
you tell yourself
to forget who we are when someone's got us under their thumb. Like, it can be so fucking easy to throw out everything good that you've ever thought about yourself, everything good that you've ever done, everything good that you ever think about doing when someone's being a shit to you. Struggles for justice are often also struggles for the acknowledgement of an oppressed group's full humanity. Fucking A. Like, LGBTQIA plus individuals and people with ovaries are feeling that statement so fucking hard right now. We hear you. We see you. We fucking love you. Especially to my trans friends. Like, it is so fucking scary to be a queer person in this country right now. Like, I'm thinking about sliding myself fully back into the fucking closet. Let's be very real. Like, it's scary to be a person that speaks any language that isn't English right now. It's scary to be anyone that isn't a white person right now. Like,
a white man specifically, honestly.
Dude, it is so fucking tense to be anything but a white Christian male right now. So if you are anything but that, just know that we're fucking behind you, dude. Yeah. Always.
Yep. I think that one thing that would help everybody right now is just coming together on common understanding of just your other person. Just because someone sitting beside you is different from you, and you lack the knowledge and the depth of what those things mean, doesn't mean that it should be something that is like repulsive to you. It should. I just think that common understanding that sometimes you might not it's okay to not fucking understand something.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
You don't have to know everything about
just
everything.
Because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's not right.
Right.
Fucking period.
Like, I will say kudos to whoever did the messaging for this to like make it the whole fight like you're miserable because trans people want to use a fucking bathroom. Like, that's such a stretch. You're miserable because capitalism fucking sucks. Yeah. Like, let's be very real about that. My trans friend pissing in the women's room because they're a woman has no fucking effect on your day-to-day life. Yeah. So what you're really telling me is that you're afraid of men because you use this messaging of, well, trans women are just men using a women's bathroom. So just fucking tell me that you're scared of men and we'll leave it at that. Because that's the root of the fucking problem. We are all fucking scared of men.
The bear.
I would take the bear fucking 12 out of 10 times. I would make out with the bear, for fuck's sake. I don't care. Let it
bear
eat me
hands?
after. Yeah, yes, bare hands.
Joy is also a sign of thriving. Like, Period. I mean, end of story. It's one of the things that makes us truly human. Depriving a group of people or yourself from joy, whether through an outright ban or denigration or shaming of sources of pleasure or through economic means, is a method of dehumanization.
And we are seeing multiple ways of this happening in our society.
The news
right
we
now.
told you to stop watching.
Yeah.
I mean, just
This is why you should stop watching it.
reclaiming those sources of joy is a way to refuse to be dehumanized and to reassert our vitality.
Yep. So simply put, joy can be considered resistance because it's a form of energy for change. It counters and contrasts with the rigidity and control of oppressive structures in a non-violent way. So fuck it, we ball, baby. The party never stops, don't quit dancing. So we're naming this one The Party Never Stops because our friend Tommy, you motherfucker, I'm still mad at you for leaving me. I love you so much. But that was his saying, like, the party never stops. He'd be having a bad night. He used to be a bartender at Old San Juan. So, like, we'd come in and he'd be fucking slammed and he's having the worst day ever. And I'm like, what's up, buddy? And he just goes, party never stops. And it's like, it sure fucking doesn't. The party never fucking stops. Even when the assholes are in power, the party never fucking stops.
I find myself saying all the time lately, it's a good day to have a good day.
Yep.
It doesn't matter at the end of the day, like the burning, this is fine, meme that is happening around us. Like, we can rely on each other. We can communicate with each other. We can have conversations of understanding, frustration, whatever the fuck that looks like.
Find
like
community. That's
we're
exactly
allowed to
what that
still
is.
be happy.
Yeah.
And in that community, whatever one that you choose to build, we will be your fucking community. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's knock our water bottles over and yell at geese.
I'm a little weird, but I'm fun
Full
to hang
circle,
out with.
baby.
Like,
We're all fucking weird. Every single person on this earth is weird in some kind of way.
But I'm
and
really
weird is
weird.
great.
I'm
I don't
really
want to
weird.
be like the same as somebody else.
I
Fuck
make it
that
a goal
shit.
to be the weirdest person in the room at
I
this
want to
point.
make people as uncomfortable as possible. Oh, I'm Chuji.
That's still a word?
Yes.
We're still using
It's
that?
my word now.
Okay.
Bitches, if you don't know what that means, it means cringy. We know that it sucks out there. Like, being alive can fucking suck sometimes, but the party never stops, like Sadie said. It's a good day to have a fucking good day.
Or else.
If you need help, please reach out to a pro, a friend, anyone. Send us a DM. Shout and scream into the ether if you need to. We want you here, so please stick around because we're fucking gonna.
Yeah, if I have to fucking be here, you have to too. God damn it.
Yeah. Meathead
else?
Test Kitchen.
Join Sadie and Sausha every Monday, helping to make your fitness and nutrition journey suck less. MTK.